A few weeks ago, when we passed 900,000 subscribers, I announced, or I guess really just confirmed, that we are going to give away my Porsche 993 Carrera RS Tribute when we hit 1 million subscribers. I had kind of alluded to that idea when I bought the car about 1.5 years ago, and I mentioned a couple times that I'd love to use that as a means to celebrate everything that the VINwiki community has meant to us as we get to share these stories, and obviously as we continue to grow our app. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. Right now, we're at about 975,000 subscribers at our current growth. I'm guessing we'll hit 1 million in the next 30 to 60 days, which is just unimaginable. I never would have guessed when we set out on this journey back in 2017 that we'd ever reach 100,000 subscribers, much less 1 million. But it's been an absolute honor and a distinct privilege to be able to sit in this chair with some of my best friends and share our best car stories with you. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for downloading the app. As I mentioned when we announced it, when we hit 1 million subscribers, we're going to randomly give the car away to one of our eligible app users. And the app users will need to have made at least 25 posts. VINwiki is a crowdsourcing vehicle history reporting app. It's free to use to everybody, and what we do is we kind of compile or crowdsource vehicle history data. And so it builds a timeline of where each car has been. We've got over 165 million cars in our VINwiki database, and it continues to be the largest public-facing automotive database that's publicly accessible. And we love how much interesting information people have contributed to their favorite cars so far. So please do download the VINwiki app and start telling the story of the cars you love. And so when we hit 1 million subscribers, what we're going to do is send a list of eligible users to our attorneys. They'll use a random number generator and assign the winner. Now, to win, they did want us to be a little bit more clear about some of the rules. And so in addition to just reminding you guys that this is happening, I did want to talk a little bit about the rules of how you win. Unfortunately, trying to manage the giveaway and sweepstakes laws for the entire world is not possible for a company of our size. So you do have to be a US resident to win. Additionally, at the moment, you can't live in New York or Florida. If you live in either of those states and you've seen any giveaways like this or seen anything else, you know that you guys have some special rules that we have to follow in order to give away something to anyone in those states. Now, I am working on it. It involves setting up a trust account with enough money in it to equal the value of the car and application fees and waiting periods and things like that. So I am working on it, and our hope is that at the point that we actually do award the car, that you will be eligible. So please do download the app. But at the moment, I have to say that you are ineligible. So apologies. At some point, we'd love to do a worldwide giveaway of some sort, but at the moment, that is impractical. Also, our attorneys have insisted that we give you an opportunity to exclude yourself from consideration to win the car. So if you would like to not be considered amongst the possible winners, you can email us at info@vinwiki.com and tell us that you don't want to be considered for whatever reasons that you have. We also have to insist that they are valid posts. After I made the original video kind of announcing the giveaway, we did get a lot of people just throwing in random things to random VINs or not to valid VINs, and so most of those get pretty immediately cleaned out by our community of users that officiate the quality of the content that gets put into the app. So please make valid posts to valid VINs and tell the real story of your cars, the cars you know something about, the cars you love, build a list. I've made a video kind of explaining exactly how the VINwiki app works. I'll put it in a card somewhere up here, and you can click on that, and there will also be a link in the description to check that out. We will also put a full list of all the rules, all the things that you need to know about the giveaway in the description of this video as well. Obviously, the goal throughout the time of making VINwiki car stories has been to evangelize and promote the concept of the VINwiki app, and it has worked remarkably well. Even through this project, this giveaway, we've passed 250,000 registered app users. So your odds of winning are considerably better than 1 in 1 million. In fact, they're better than 1 in 250,000 because not everybody has reached that 25 post threshold. We do have users from around the world through different platforms, but it is a US only giveaway. Also, you have to be at least 13 years old. You actually have to be 13 years old to have a YouTube account, a VINwiki account, or any social media account. So that's what our terms of service says. And so we hope that you're all 13. You do have to be at least 13 to win. Now, obviously, you can't own a car or drive a car if you are under 13. So if you are between the ages of 13 and 18, you will need to designate a parent or guardian to take ownership of the car on your behalf. So we'll allow you to do that. So what'll happen is once we hit 1 million subscribers, I will send off the list. Our attorneys will pick a winner and they will send it back to me and we'll announce it here on the channel within about 7 to 10 days. After that, you'll have 2 weeks. If you are the winner, we'll have notified you by email as well. to come on and pick up the car. You'll pick it up in Atlanta, and I do have to say that obviously my 1995 Porsche is to be delivered in as is, where is condition. I can't make any warranties about this car or any car I've ever owned. They're all old, used, but this one is actually pretty nice. It's done very well, hasn't really done anything crazy. It does occasionally eat a shift bushing, and it's, you know, a whole lot of fun, very raw, very visceral. It's a great car, and in fact, I know that one of you will enjoy it a whole lot more than I have. I've got to love all the cars, but I've had my fun in this one, and I think it's time for the next owner to have fun. Like all small business social media experiments, we had no idea when we set out that VINwiki would ever grow into its own entity as a YouTube channel, and the app continues to be our focus because we truly believe in the value that that can have to the community of car enthusiasts. The information that gets revealed here is something that you really can't find anywhere else. So cars that are used as Lyft taxis or Uber taxis, or in Turo rentals or exotic car rental fleets, or parked badly, or just used in weird ways in crimes, anything like that. So whenever you know something interesting about a car that a future owner might care about, the VINwiki app is really the perfect place to document that and advise future owners of what they might be getting themselves into. Of course, making these videos and giving away cars wouldn't be possible at all without our sponsors. And so we'd like to thank Extreme Experience for sponsoring this video and several videos next year in 2020. They've always been, from the beginning, a huge supporter of VINwiki. And if you don't know who Extreme Experience is, they let you get behind the wheel of the most amazing cars on earth. They've got a fleet of cars from Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, Porsche, Audi, all the greatest cars, including the brand new C8 Corvette and the Mustang GT500 for their 2020 fleet. They go around to 30 different tracks around the country and give you the chance to get behind the wheel of the most amazing cars on earth. So if you visit xxspeed.com and use the code VINwiki, you can buy a driving experience as a gift for someone else or yourself for less than $200. So be sure to check them out, use the code VINwiki, and thank them for their support of your favorite YouTube channel. And when you do, be sure to post that experience to that car's VIN on VINwiki. It's always interesting to see where those cars end up later in their lives. Also, as many of you know, at each 100,000 subscriber interval, we try to host an AMA, and Ask Me Anything, with one of our more popular storytellers. And so at 1 million subscribers, we're going to have an AMA with Casey Puch of Genius Garage. He's actually coming here tomorrow. This will be kind of the announcement. He is buying the Lykan Hypersport, the Fast and Furious Lykan, as the 2020 Genius Garage project. So his plan is to get a Porsche drivetrain chassis and put it under the Lykan shell and make a working, driving, fully functional Lykan Hypersport replica thing that'll be their project. And so there's going to be an opportunity for our viewers to apply to be Genius Garage interns for next year and have a part in the fabrication and customization and modification of this car to build the best car they possibly can using this stunt car shell that I was able to get from Sam Hard. And so thank you all so much for watching that. I think it's going to be an amazing project to watch unfold. If you want to ask Casey questions, we're going to have a way to do that via Instagram and our community page here. So be sure to check that out. Submit your questions for Casey about Genius Garage, his career in the car business, and of course, the Lykan build. So be sure to look forward to that. He'll be back throughout the year next year to give us updates, and he'll be documenting it on his channel, Casey Puch. So be sure to check it out, subscribe there, and look forward to whatever becomes of the amazing Fast and Furious Lykan. Thank you all so much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We'd love to hit 1 million subscribers sooner rather than later, and definitely download the app. Thank you all so much for your support. It's been so much fun to sit here and tell our best car stories. We certainly will continue doing that into 2020. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.